So these, wow, this one is nice, golden brown.
You know it's your boy O'Neil, representing for Prayer Works TV. I may say no, the devil no like when you pray. Cause when you mention the name of Jesus, him get afraid and start tremble. So devil, never you touch the Lord's anointed. You hear that? Prayer works, prayer works, prayer works. So me send them up like fireworks. Watch me enemies a scatter. When my daddy a work, for pray me not wait till me the church. Me a tell you straight, prayer works, prayer works, prayer works. So me send them up like fireworks. Watch me enemies a scatter. When my daddy a work, for pray me not wait till me the church. Me a pray for when me want. For me God no regular. For chat we not for use no cellular. You can reach him anytime. I mean, reach him every time. Him never too busy like Digiline. If you no pray, it is a crime. No breakthrough, you not go find. See the Bible there. Go and go read the line. It not go cost you not a dime. Salvation is free for every kind. Not go cost you not a nickel, not a dime. When me say prayer works, prayer works, prayer works. So me send them up like fireworks. Watch me enemies a scatter. When my daddy a work, for pray me not for wait till me the church. Me a tell you straight, prayer works, prayer works, prayer works. So me send them up like fireworks. Watch me enemies a scatter. When my daddy a work, to pray me not wait till me the church. You know it's Prayer Works TV. And it's your boy O'Neil, you know, representing.
Good morning, guys. I decided to do a breakfast video making some saltfish fritters, Jamaican, which is low cost. I'm going to show you the simple ingredients involved and some tea. So stay with me, guys. So the ingredients is very simple. Here I have some saltfish that I had cut up, but I'm going to cut up a little bit more finer. And I'm going to need some scallion, which is here. I'm going to cut up, and some pepper, a little jerk seasoning, which is basically pimento and pepper. And I'm going to need some salt, which is here, and flour. And you combine all of that with a little water into a little light, not really dough, but it's like a watery doughy consistency. And yeah, that's our preparation for the fritters. So here we go. Oh, we're gonna cut off the stalk because I don't use the stalk. I use the green part. So I have to make sure that the scallion is very clean. So I pre-washed everything. So all I'm going to be using is the green section, and I'm just going to be cutting it off as fine as I can. As fine as I can. And this saltfish fritters is very traditional. In the country, it is prepared a lot by, you know, your grandparents would make this dish, you know, ideal breakfast in Jamaica. So if you went to a hotel, or if you came here to a hotel, chances are you would be served at least once this dish. So I'm going to be starting to cut up the pepper. So here is my saltfish that I already cleaned up, but I realize it's very chunky. So I'm going to just I'm just going to go ahead and do it a little bit more finer. So I'm going to use the knife and just try to tear it up a little bit more. Depends on you. Some persons like it chunky like that, like big pieces on each fritter. And because you're using saltfish, you don't need to use a lot of salt. I'm going to show you a technique that I use that reduces the chance of the fritters being salt. So here is alright, so saltfish is a bit more finer, so I'm gonna add my scallion and the pepper in the bowl. And I'm gonna add now the dry ingredients. So here is everything. So if you want the measurement, maybe I used approximately 8 ounces of saltfish, 2 stalks of scallion, and half of Scotch bonnet pepper. And I'm gonna put in 8 spoons of flour. But I may have to add in more, so I'll tell you the additional spoons that I use. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna add about 1/4 tablespoon of jerk seasoning, or even less, because we just want the flavor and nothing else. We don't want it to be salty. So on this I'm just gonna add some water. So I'm gonna combine the water now with everything. And the consistency that I'm looking for, I'm gonna be doing this in a circular motion, and the consistency that I will be using is very sticky. Like the dough is supposed to be loose. It's a loose dough, but it's supposed to be very tight at the same time. So yeah, it's a bit messy, but so each time the dough is spilling, I just, yeah, you see it's very, very tight. This in, so I can still see my scallion in there. So guys, the next you'll see me putting the fritters in the pot, so stay with me. So hey guys, so I'm gonna start to put in the fritters now in the pot for it to fry. So I'm gonna heat the pot first, and when it's heated I put the oil in. I don't use a lot of oil, so I'm gonna show you my method, and then I'm gonna show you the method how you can ensure that the fritters isn't salty. Alright? Pot is really sounding like it's getting hot very quickly. So I'm gonna turn it down. And I'm going to just put some small drops in the oil of the fritters batter, and I'm going to taste it to see if it's the right amount of salt, because I've already added the jerk seasoning, so I don't want to put too much salt in it. But there are times when it's already okay. So I'm just gonna add a small one, yeah, like a test. So this test I will know whether or not this is okay. I'm trying this around a bit, you know. This is my way of testing the saltiness, because I don't like salt. So it doesn't need a lot of salt, so I know how much to add now. So I'm gonna put 2 pinches. 2 pinches of salt is what I think it needs. So I go ahead and add 2 pinches of salt. So I go like this, I fold the spoon and I go over the pot and I try to make a thin layer as possible. Very thin one. Let the dough do the work. Let the dough do the work. So it basically just seeps over and tries to fill the space. That little space. When you have the perfect consistency, it's easy to jump out the spoon. See, it's already getting brown. And I just flip this over. Yeah. So for tea, I'll be using these, and these are the Alaska chocolate mix, and this is what I'm going to be using for tea this morning. You have to check these so that they don't burn. So from time to time, you look at the edges and see if they're brown. Oops. So these, wow, this one is nice, golden brown. Yeah, so just so guys, this is what it looks like when it's done. So I'm gonna be making the tea now. So I am mixing. I don't like a lot of tea, so Annie likes a lot of tea. So yes guys, this is our breakfast, our Jamaican breakfast, hotel worthy breakfast. Saltfish fritters and chocolate tea. We thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe. See you next time.